We RRR Legends.
In this 36th episode of We RRR Legends, the unofficial podcast for DC Legends Mobile, we discussed all the latest news and conspiracy theory with M4, aka May 15, discuss Wonder Girl, Giganta, wade into the darkness with PrimTalk, announce our new Summer Games contest, and prepare for the great crossover episode. I am Kage Urufu, and with me as always is Hatemael, along with special guest May and Prim. The world-famous OgreBarberian unfortunately could not make it again, nor the lame old fat slow beast. So, thing on the tip of everyone's tongue is the new patch notes. I see we have abbreviated numbers, and we also have a QOL upgrade.
We had a Clayface bug, don't forget. Fixed.
Oh!
That broke the game again.
They patched one bug, but they opened up a new bug. Anyone who's running Clayface right now, your defense log's probably going to go way up. Hey, have you experienced this new Clayface bug yet?
I have not seen it at all. So I saw the message boards. I only played my regular matches, but I didn't do anything. I didn't play much more than that. Have either one of you guys seen it?
Yes, I actually have a lot of first-hand experience with that bug. For me, if Clayface dies on my team, everyone's going to get agility ups and invisibility every turn that passes. And then same goes with the enemy team. So basically, if Clayface dies, everyone still gets buffed up.
Well, my version of it is on my app where I run Clayface teams. My Clayface is alive, and he's the one handing out Invis and Agi up to the other team, so it sucks. It's terrible.
I think it's awesome.
Well, for that other guy, he gets the win, so.
So does this sound like Wonder Girl is a liability now, or what?
I haven't seen it, so I don't know, but it could be. I have a feeling this is going to get fixed again, but who knows how long it will take.
Yeah, but I didn't really get what you guys talking about the Clayface, because so far I'm using Wonder Girl and she's doing great against him. I just really don't see what Clayface is doing.
Yeah, well, he's just passing out buffs like candy, and it's just breaking the game. That's all it is.
Oh, maybe I didn't encounter that yet because I'm not really PvPing that much because my Supergirl is already maxed out.
And then the other thing that everyone's been talking about is the new abbreviations to the numbers. And so our guest here, M4, has a theory that he would like to share with the DCL community. M4, do you want to talk about it real quick?
And also, one quick thing before M4 responds. Keep in mind that I know occasionally we know things that we aren't supposed to know yet. But if this is in reality something, this is just a conspiracy theory. We don't really know anything, so this may or may not be a viable theory. Just wanted to get that disclosure out there.
Yes, and this theory came out just like 15 minutes ago when Hayden and I were discussing on Discord. All right, so, and for the record, Kage, it's not May 15.
Oh, it's not? I've always read it.
Yeah, I do too.
You called me May E and May 13. Come on. I expected more from you, Kage, but from Hayden, it's okay. Anyway, so I was just talking to Hate earlier on Discord about the abbreviated numbers. So the first thing that came out of that was like, all right, so why would they do this? No one asked for it, right? And then I mentioned the word inflation.
That scared me when he said it because it made a whole lot of sense real fast.
What do I mean by inflation? So since now that all of the lower numbers are kind of irrelevant, it kind of tells you that something big is coming, right?
Well, my thoughts for a little bit there was that maybe they're adding a new resource, so they needed screen space, which, still could be a viable theory. But
right, but what for? That's the question.
Yeah. And then
So,
Okay.
If inflation's the case and we suddenly have much bigger numbers because we have new chapters or new whatever, then I've started getting the vibe, just a feeling. There's no direct evidence, but we're getting to that time where it's been almost a year since Gear 11 was introduced, and these types of games always push the bar to the next next level, and I feel like we're way too soon for it. But if something big's coming that has much bigger numbers, then people probably wouldn't be as upset about it. So, I don't
Right,
know.
because last time when G11 dropped, it came out of nowhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, completely out of nowhere.
It seems like no one wants to say G12. Fine, the big thing is G12.
Yeah.
All right, so conspiracy theory. So don't get too worried about it, like Hate said. But it
I am
kind
going
of
to title
makes
the
sense.
episode Gear 12 Imminent.
Oh God. Oh no.
Because that's the only explanation that makes sense, right? So what have we learned? All right. So last time G11 dropped, it came out of nowhere with no new resources to gear your guys. So everyone was like very upset about it. So a lot of people quit. So maybe this time they're going a little bit. So little by little, make little changes, tweaks. So we'll get all right. So now the abbreviated numbers, and then maybe we'll get some new content. Maybe it's a Teen Titans, who knows? And then they can drop the G12 bomb on us, and then it's no longer like a surprise for everyone. So that's the big theory.
Yeah,
And why we got that.
that makes sense. What do you think, Prem?
I think that would be really a bad idea because right now green essence is my big problem. I barely have enough. Like I wanted to level 80 Wonder Girl, but I don't even have enough. So I think before we get any kind of new content, we should get something like somewhere so that we can get more green essence, like maybe chapter 10 or heroics 10, something like that. Because all they are giving is like new way to get more and more hero fragments. And it's not really helping because the heroes are really just sitting there. We can really level them up or gear them up. So that is a big problem, and they should also introduce some way so that you can earn the rings, like the death rings and hope rings. Those are really a big problem now. Yeah, like I think that's really bad idea because I will have enough Gear 11 heroes.
Uh-huh.
So I think before, unless they give us more way to like gear our heroes, Gear 12 will like hurt most of the like semi-pay-to-be players and also the FTP players.
Right. And I think what M4 is saying is...
Wait, what are you talking about though? Gear 12 or new content?
All he's saying is that new real estate, that screen real estate is going to be needed because eventually you're going to get a whole stack of resources where everyone's complaining, oh, I needed, 3.001 gold for an item, when really you're going to have a gazillion bits of gold and 3 billion pieces of green essence. It's not really going to matter.
Well, that was what I was saying before when I got I'm like, yes, all my characters are almost there. I'm getting so close. And then pretty soon they're going to release Gear 12, assuming that they do. And then it's like 82 billion essence to get something. So Gear 11,
Right.
Getting to Gear 11 will be a breeze and a joke. And then I'll be upset.
Yeah.
I'll be very upset. And I know it's going to happen. Like, it's one of those things I'm trying to mentally prepare myself because whether it happens soon or happens 8 months from now, it's going to eventually happen. And then it's going to be trivial to get to where you're at now. Just like getting to Gear 10 now is trivial.
Right. So, Prim, I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily if we get new content. So that means just like Hate said, it's easier for everyone to get to G11.
Yeah, Hate and Alexi are going to be laughing at all of us. Like, yeah, I have all my characters L5 level 80 already. And we're going to be like, well, joke's on you because you struggle to get to Gear 11 and I can do it in like 2 days.
Yeah, but they kicked their butts for so long now.
I don't know. We'll see. That's an interesting theory.
It definitely makes a lot of sense. and scary.
Yeah, I think we better start like hoarding our resources so that in case they drop the legendary events, and let's say if it requires get 11 and level 80 heroes, that will be a problem for those like who only have level 70.
Oh, you know what? Maybe the whole Deathstroke event that they announced a while back, it's going to be kind of just them testing the waters on new PvE content. They're like, well, chapters 10 through 50 aren't ready yet, but here's new spins on hero challenges, and you can win 5 million green essence just completing the event. Cool.
That'd be awesome if that's
Yeah,
right.
that will be great. I'll take that we instead of taking like more hero fragments.
Yeah, and then they're just gonna stack on a bunch of Deathstroke fragments, and Deathstroke fragments are gonna be worth like 300 gold apiece, and you can sell it, and then you make more money. Yay! I'm just wishlisting here.
And then maybe a preview of what G12 characters would look like, right? So how tough they're going to be.
Oh, yeah.
You did mention, Hate, that this is going to be one of the toughest, if not the toughest, HC ever, right?
Yeah, this it's been shared that this is going to be this content for the Teen Titans is there's going to be rewards for veterans that veterans will be pleased with. I don't have any other details beyond that. I just have been told that as a Gear 11 player or a veteran player, you will be happy with the rewards and that it's going to be extremely challenging in the later rounds of it. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully it lives up to what we're hearing.
So basically, buy the Giganta packs, get the gems, start gearing your Teen Titans, and go ham.
Yeah. Well, let's move on while we still have M4 and talk a little bit about Wonder Girl and everyone's thoughts on her and how she's changed the game a little bit.
Prim, let's start with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a question, guys. So how do you guys like save your XP meta agents? Because this one is my biggest problem now. I can like farm green essence, but XP meta agents is like I barely have enough.
What I do is I
Honestly-
farm the Chapter 8 heroic only. I don't farm any other node except for the Chapter 8 normal, just to kind of finish off missions sometimes. But if I'm doing the Alliance missions and I want to gain a ton of XP orbs, I do Chapter 8 heroic 3 times. So the 25 gem refresh on every single node until it gets to 50. And that is the most cost-effective way to do it, I've found.
What? Really?
He's talking about gems.
So,
not
so you do the heroics. So you do the heroics 8 during PvE days also.
Yeah, I just refresh each node twice and run Chapter 8. Basically, the whole Chapter 8 heroic, I run it 3 times.
Yes.
So how many like energy packs you buy?
Way too many. I don't know, 3 or 4 a month, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, gem to essence ratio. Yeah, Chapter 8 definitely.
Yeah,
But gem to dollars, no.
Man, I've been doing this wrong. What the heck? Okay.
yeah, I mean, it's more expensive. It's going to cost you more gems, but when you look at the cost versus what you get, it's the best method.
It really
What?
is.
Hey guys, this is Hatemael farming secrets here. Listen up. I've been doing this wrong.
It's not a cheap method, but it's the best method.
If you're a whale.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would say even then for everybody, if you're going to, instead of, spending your energy on Chapter 7 or Chapter 6 or any of the other ones, Chapter 8 is you need to stay in Chapter 8.
Okay.
But it's going to be harder to contribute to your alliance points unless you're spending insane amounts.
Yeah, that's the reason I just do like chapter 1 to 3.
Yeah, so the alternative to that is on PvP days, you do Chapter 8 where you can Speed Force, and
Yeah.
then on Alliance, PvE Alliance days, you do Chapters 1 to 3.
That's what I do.
That's what I do too.
I just do Chapter 8
I'm
both. It works better.
I'm F2P, guys. I do I do M4's method.
Yeah, that's the dolphin way.
Okay. And so, yeah, anyway, back to Wonder Girl. I'm really liking her. I like the fact that she's really small, so you're like, oh, she probably hits like a little girl. But you put her with Deadshot Hatemael, punches Superman square in the face and one-shots him. You're like, oh my god, that's the best thing I've ever seen.
Now there has been some argument, and I wanted to get all my opinions. I personally, and I think it's just a wee too strong.
No,
I don't. I agree.
hard this again.
You just rendered my L5
So he
Even more.
M4 agrees with me.
That's your fault you don't. That's your fault you geared fraud.
He's an 800-pound girl. Why would you?
Affinity disadvantage.
No, I mean before she came out. He was the perfect counter to Starfire and everything. I would love stealing those inbounds.
I think for something he can do, he does little and I've had seen her pass with one shot. First pass.
On a crit.
Wait. So, what is the level of your Power Girl? Because, I mean, no, not Power Girl, Wonder Girl. Because my Wonder Girl, she barely does any kind of damage from her AOE. Like her fast attack, it really hits really hard. But her AOE, I don't really see that much damage.
No, I'm not seeing it. And her AOE does a lot of damage if it crits. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, like, do you think is it because your your one is like level 80 because of that? Is it hitting harder?
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah. Well, my biggest gripe with Wonder Girl is not that she hits hard. A lot of teams hit hard. The problem is you cannot punish her when she hits you hard. She's the first team with this mechanic, like an AOE. That's not even a reaction. It's like checking your state at the start of your turn. So there's no other tune that does that, and you can't punish it. So that's my biggest gripe. Not the damage, not the bug. Well, let's talk about the bug later. Yeah, not the buff removal. It's just the mechanic. It's kind of like when awareness came out, right? Nobody knows what to do, how to deal with it. It's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. Well,
there's no counter right now.
Yeah, but I think most characters that remove that kind of buffs won't do that much damage in comparison. Because her damage is on par with some of the highest hitting AoE damages. But she does it while removing gazillions of buffs. And does it off her turn.
Correct.
So it just seems like a bit much. And you're right, it is with the crits. But maybe that's what they could do. They could tone down her crit damage without... Because I don't want to see a hard nerf on this character.
Yeah.
But
I don't think...
A couple, maybe the bugs fixed it, because I know she's got some bugs where if there's debuffs, she'll sometimes proc. I've never seen hardly any of these, but I
have never seen that either. Also, I never see that happening.
I think because it's her gear set, she's got a physical support gear set, so she hits as hard as Swamp Thing and Hippolyta. So that's part of the contributing factor.
Yeah.
If they put it in a striker gear, she'd probably hit like a DOJ. So it'd be like kind of lighter. If they nerfed her, that would probably, I can see them just changing her gear set to doing that, so she survives a bit longer, but she's gonna hit a little bit less.
That'd be a good trade-off, I think. I think that would be a good change without neutering her.
Man, I don't like my strikers. I like my... You guys do your thing. I like her the way she is. She's awesome.
Yeah, me too. I hope they don't nerf her too much, like, Starfire, because we barely use her now.
And I mean, everyone's been kind of sick of seeing Clayface and his ugly face, so it's nice to just see him off the board.
He's completely worthless now.
Well, not after the bug, though.
Well, yeah. Right now he's good, but
he's the best defensive tune out there.
I'm gonna have to make some teams with him tonight just to make people angry.
Well, it only works with baby Clayface, so sorry.
Oh, all these baby characters that are too strong. Well, let's briefly talk about Giganta a little bit. I haven't geared her yet, so I haven't got to use her, but I saw a bunch of CR Rhinos videos, and I'm starting to like what I see, actually.
Yeah, me too. I at first thought she was going to be an inferior Lobo, but she takes hits pretty well. Etrigan can't really do anything to her. So that much I'm really liking so far.
Have you seen those videos on her, Prim?
Yeah. I only like saw those videos, but I think I didn't face her yet on my PvP. But so far she looks like she hits hard. Like her, I think it's her third skill. It does true damage. That like one hit KO most of the blues. So that's really good. I find that one really good. Also her taunting and like she can take hits like even from the opposite affinity.
You gotta go, M4.
Sadly, yes, I have to go. So see you guys.
See ya, for.
All right, take care.
Alright, thanks.
Yeah,
Bye.
take care.
So me and CR7, we're kind of like in a debate. I told him to take Hippolyta and DOJ to Gear 11. I think those are going to be very good allies to Giganta. But he prefers to keep DOJ as Gear 10 because he doesn't like how flimsy she is. So I was wondering if you could run a certain team comp for me. Be Supergirl, DOJ, Hippolyta, and Giganta when you get the chance. I think that'd be a really good team, a really tanky team too.
Well, Giganta sale should be, I would think, tonight or tomorrow night if history holds correct. So by the time you're listening to this, hopefully the sale will have dropped, and I will definitely give those a try, and I'll try to include some video in this. Well, actually, I probably won't be able to include video because I got to edit this as soon as we're done and try to get it uploaded tomorrow morning.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, that's...
Yeah,
that's
I also want to see that team in action because both Giganta and Hippo, I don't know how to like pronounce her name, whatever she is, Hippo something.
Just call her Hippo.
Her third skill also like Giganta, it hits really hard and it has double chance of double assist. So she will take care of the greens and Giganta will take care of the blues. So that will be really a solid team, I think.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool to have Hippo be on a strong team. I've tried to make her work, and I got her to work for a little bit when Power Girl first came out, but she didn't really take.
Yeah, it's
also,
that 25% death immunity that's the problem.
Yeah, also Hippo as a team leader, she can give, I think, stamina up, and she can also give team shield. So that will be helpful too.
Well, that stamina up with the agility up that Giganta gives, that could be really good. And that 25%, it actually, her death immunity happens all the time because it's every time someone attacks. So she usually has it by the time your team takes a turn.
Yeah, I think I'm excited for her. I'll be competing in her top 35 again. Get her back. Okay, so on our guest, this is our guest today, Prim. Prim, tell us about yourself, how you got your name.
Hi guys, how are you? I'm Prim. I go by the name Regime in YouTube. I used to have a channel, but I'm really not good at video editing. Before they used to have YouTube video editor, but they discontinued it. I think it has been a year already. So after that, I stopped making videos.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not just like playing casually.
Okay. So you used to be a big-time YouTuber for DCL, right?
I would say like semi-petty player.
Okay.
Right now.
So where does Prim come from?
Oh, I live in New York City, Jamaica. I'm from Bangladesh, and I'm studying now. So far, still studying, never ending.
What are you studying for?
I'm doing engineering.
Okay. And do you have anything that you're looking forward to in the game right now?
Right now, the thing I most want is the raid. Like they have in Marvel Marvel Strike Force. That game, they have raid, and you can if you like compare it to the DC Legends, you can earn gear materials, ability rings, something like that.
Uh-huh.
I would really like to see that in action. Also, you can, I think, you might get they give you some kind of credit so that you can farm the heroes also. So raid is like the most important thing I'm looking right now.
Yeah, I think that new PvE or raids is on the tip of everyone's mind. I think Hate described to me what raids were for MSF, and I think he wants a tweaked version of it. But yeah,
Oh,
I
I
think
don't.
it'd be
I just know what people tell me. I've never actually rated on it. So.
right. And do you have any favorite characters in BCL right now?
Yeah, I have lots of favorite characters. My most favorite is Blackest Night Superman. I'm a huge fan of him.
Oh
Also,
no,
like most of
currently in the game.
in
I know you
current game.
Yeah, right now in the game. Who's your favorite?
So in the game, I have like lots of favorite characters. I'm using Superman team lead a lot. Then Deathstroke Hardgun,
Uh-huh.
and I was also using Wonder Woman, Princess of Themyscira. That one also.
Okay.
These are the team I like to use for PvP, but not necessarily my favorite character.
So,
Got it.
and you started saying the characters you wanted to see come to the game, which was Blackest Night Superman.
Yeah, I like the Blackest Night comic. So I thought that they're gonna make the heroes based on that event, but so far we have no character.
Yeah, that would be cool. I would love to see those.
Yeah. Also, I think we need more different type lanterns, like red lantern. What do they call other, like white lantern? All this. We have one white lantern already, but I think it's good if we get more.
Yeah, I would love to see a Lantern Month. We're over.
Yeah, like Saint Waka.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'd love to see Bleeze.
Yeah, Bleach would be awesome. So let me ask you an alliance question, Prim. We tell us about your beef with Bear, and if that's a real thing or just kind of a troll thing, or how does that work?
Wait, can you repeat it, please?
Is it
Describe your relationship with Bear. Is it friendly? Is it kind of you guys trolling each other? Because
Relationship with Bear?
yes,
Yeah,
well, what's
Bear on the alliance?
I would say mostly troll, man, because as you see, like most of the time when like not everybody is around, we seem to go along. Like his favorite stuff and my favorite stuff kind of matches. Like his favorite characters also. Starfire.
so you guys are like brothers, basically.
And for all
Is
of
that
you
right?
out there that aren't aware, Bear is a member of our alliance who is the pro free-to-play player that I've mentioned many a time. We nicknamed him Whale Killer, and him and Prim have a very love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
Let me look at the notes here.
Oh, PrimTalk. So there
Yeah.
we go.
Oh,
We're
so
right on cue.
PrimTalk. Where does this come from? What is PrimTalk? Describe to the audience what that is. Because our alliance knows it too well.
It's hard to say, I think. It kind of developed by itself, you know, like, the truth is, most of the time, before, not right now, like before I joined this game, most of the time whenever I talked online with others, people thought I was like trolling, but I was not trolling. So then I realized like it's so easy to troll because like whatever I say, people find some other meaning. And I kind of go along with it because that's what some people like. It also like gives me lots of fun. Like I laugh so much when people misunderstood something.
One of the topics that you brought up a while ago, I wanted to go deep into, and actually had an argument with my wife about it this afternoon. Was what exactly is a paleo vegan?
That is not a troll. That was like I really wanted to follow, but then I gave up because it was too hard.
So what exactly is a paleo vegan for those of us that aren't familiar?
I mean, vegan, these are like self-explanatory. Like, you know, for paleo, you know, some people that have celiac disease, they tend to follow this paleo diet. I don't really know what to say about this because those are like long gone. I don't really think about those anymore.
Okay.
So I have nothing to say about those.
Okay, fair enough. I guess I don't know why do we call it PrimTalk? When me and Hate wake up at 7 in the morning and we see 200 messages unread from you.
200.
Okay, so let me say something about the PrimTalk. It's like I use internet a lot, like YouTube, Reddit, and I find it funny when people like talk about stereotype a lot. So sometimes I pretend to like act like a stereotype to see what people think about that. Like I try to like portray it to see people if people are negative or positive about that.
Oh,
So
so
most of the, yeah. So even if I hate something, I try to be like that. So I can like hear from others' opinion.
okay. So for our listeners at home, PrimTalk is when me and Hate or any Alliance member wakes up to 200 messages of Prim trolling the channel.
And there is no one who's a better troll than Prim.
I laugh so much during those conversations.
I might have to edit part of that out, Prim, just because I don't want our alliance to know that's really just
Yeah,
trolling.
like sometimes my parents wonder what is going on? Why is laughing alone?
I'm like,
I'm not talking to anyone. I'm just laughing by myself.
I'll check messages and I'll scroll through. And I'm like, what is wrong with this guy?
It's like when I start, I cannot stop. I just go random talking and talking.
But I'm really torn if I want to leave this in or edit it out just to keep the trolling going full force.
Yeah, sometimes like I portray a certain type of character and I go so deep. It's like I get interlinked. I really become that person.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
I mean,
Especially with beer. Like, you know how I say, like, I'm FTP, it's mainly because of,
Doing.
also about that, about the, overpowered characters. I also try to troll that, like, because I really like overpowered characters, because I like easy and quick wins. So I try, if someone says like a character is like overpowered, I say the opposite. I say no, she's not overpowered because I don't want the nerve.
Yeah.
all right.
Let's move on to the summer games.
So, new summer games. It was inspired by yours truly. Hate, do you want to describe what the new summer games?
The new summer games contest, and thank for all of you that submitted on the week 1 summer games, which we're gonna spin these a little faster because last time we went way too long. So the next episode, not the crossover episode that's gonna release next week, but the following week's true episode, we're going to release the winners of this. And this one is, there's going to be a copy of the video in the YouTube version of this show, and there also will be a link to Kage's YouTube video. But Kage's video is what made me think of this because it was absolutely hilarious. But I want to see the most epic fail. So a match that looks like you're going to win, everything's going smooth, and then suddenly just the world turns upside down and you lose ridiculously. And Kage's video is a perfect example of what we're looking for. He is winning, everything's going smooth, and then suddenly Power Girl nukes his entire team. And you don't see it coming. It is the funniest video.
Yeah, I agree. I think for PvP, the RNG mostly favors the defense team, at least for me.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I see like it's only Power Girl versus my 3 characters and Power Girl wins.
Yeah, that video had me laughing forever. So I'd love to see more videos like that. I think it'd be a fun contest to see winners and losers. So be sure to upload them, YouTube, email, Gmail, wherever. Just post a video and we'll find them.
It's actually uploaded on Reddit, but I think I'm going to upload a YouTube copy after this recording, just so people know what to look for.
Yeah, no, just tag Kage or myself, preferably Kage because he keeps track of it for me, on these videos, and we will announce our winner next episode 37.
next episode 37. Okay.
There's so much editing. So
And so the results for this week's PvP week shards for Giganta.
this week's Showdown Arena PvP, ending on July 15th for Nightwing, the world's finest was Paladin Beef QUA, and there's some more on that, but it cuts off. He had 6,367 points, which is absolutely insane for a Showdown Arena, which only lasts a couple days. The second place, which was extremely impressive, so I thought I'd mention him, was AC Smallville with 5,684 points. The top 10 cutoff was 1,915 points. Top 35 cutoff was 1,426 points. And the top 100 cutoff was 1,126 points. In the Wraith Arena PvP, the world's finest was, for Giganta, was our very own CR7 Ino. CR7 Owl Eyes. His name's changed a little bit. But congratulations, CR. Congratulations, CR. Another owl takes the top spot for what, 3 weeks in a row now?
3, yeah. It was Miller Time, me, and CR7.
Nice. So hopefully we got somebody. I haven't even looked to see where we're at in PvP. One of us is going for it. Second place was Miller Time from the Owls as well, with 4,424 points. And third place was Rex Fung from the Owls as well, Court of Owls. We represented with top 3. Top 35 cutoffs with 3,639 points. Top 100 cutoff was 3,058 points. The top alliances for the week was a new alliance. It looks like UJLA and Champion of the Amazons have recently merged. So we're going to try to get one of them on the podcast to discuss the merger, but unfortunately we weren't able to. So if any of the Champion of the Amazons or UJLA members are listening, please reach out to me. I'd like to get you on in the next couple weeks to discuss this merger. With 96,493 points, top 10 cutoff was 54,080 points, and top 100 cutoff was 27,353 points.
Okay, and so if you guys haven't heard on Reddit for a million times already, DP's been pimping it out. But it's going to be an epic crossover between We RRR Legends and The Oddsman. I hope you guys can catch us live.
It will be Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So this coming Sunday, we will air this live. We'll also have the regular edited version probably up several days later. But if you're able to get on Discord, all the Discord information will be on Reddit. I'm going to try to put them in the show notes if I can find them before I upload the show. And I think that's it. Prim, did you have anything else you wanted to mention before we sign off?
So I want to talk about the Bad Girl team right now, because as you see this week and the week before this, we are seeing the Bad Girl teams on the rise.
Yeah.
Most of the team on top 100 is made of Bad Girl, the evasion meta. So what do you think about that?
She pairs really well with Wonder Girl because it keeps Wonder Girl alive a little bit, and then because there's so many buffs on other characters, whenever you go in, you can't take Steppenwolf in. So if you run Steppenwolf, there's too many buffs, Wonder Girl takes them out. So you can run the Batgirl Harley Quinn teams. That's why Harley Quinn, you're seeing her on literally every team, because she helps, Wonder Girl helps protect them from the anti-evasion characters. So that's why I think we're seeing them so much. And I don't really find them to be that challenging if you have Wonder Girl, because Wonder Girl nukes them down so easily. But I can definitely see where if you don't have Wonder Girl to take on that team and you can't bring Steppenwolf, that's going to be a pain.
Yeah, Wonder Girl, the thing about her and why I don't think she should be nerfed at all is she counters herself so perfectly.
So about the Harley Quinn in-raise, like if someone use Bad Girl teams, like she cannot in-raise the characters because they have evasion up. Is that right?
I think that actually was fixed in this patch. Someone posted me a screenshot showing I think it was in our alliance. Somebody posted a screenshot where the characters were enraged, even though they had a Batgirl lead. I haven't tested it myself, but I think that might have changed.
Oh, because I had no idea about that she could not like in-raise the evasion up heroes.
Yeah, when she first came out and her rework first came out, I used her a lot, and that was one of the things I liked most about her, is that your team didn't get enraged.
Yeah, also her before, like after her, I think she got rework before. Harley Quinn. She had rework Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
MJ Harley. She had rework, right? So I think in the past she used to erase a lot, right? But right now the erase chance it got really lower.
She seems like she's enraging just as much as she always did for me. Because I always hope she enrages
I see sometimes like she doesn't even erase a single person.
But then I've had other times where the entire team gets enraged, so I think it's just random.
Yeah, true. I think it's random, yeah.
Anything else you got, Prim, before we wrap this up?
Also, how do we supposed to use Starfire now after her nerf, or I say fix?
What?
How do we use Starfire now? Like, what kind of team does she fit in?
Starfire?
Yeah.
Run her with healers as always. Etrigan heals, Enchantress heals. She works the same as before. She's not nerfed.
Yeah, I don't use her any different than I did before.
You run her.
She'll still nuke red. She won't kill greens and blues, kind of, if you could buff her up super crazy, but she'll still, any physical characters on the other team, you can bring her and she'll kill them all. Like that pain in the butt Batgirl team, if you run her on your own team against them, you can use her stun to stun Harley Quinn, and then as soon as their evasions drop, just use her AoE and she'll nuke the whole team.
So her second skill has stun if we legendary. If you do legendary, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't take her her 5 as early as I would have before. Now you really want her 1 and her. I personally think her 1 and her 2 are her strongest abilities, because you want to have that 75% chance to stun against evading characters. Before you didn't need it because you run stun.
I don't have a 2 yet, so maybe I need that.
Yeah, that'll help a lot.
You know what you should do, Prim? Is you should just take her to L5 and then just don't worry about legendary order. Just take all of them.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Yeah.
In that order.
Only L5 matters.
That's what I should do to troll everybody. Change my master legendary guide that I have and just change everything to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
L5 robust, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
But no, seriously, she you don't use her differently than any other before. You slaughter in, you kill your reds, you get out.
Also, it's good to see that now Martian Manhunter, he's back.
Yeah, Martian Manhunter is back. I've been having a lot of fun using him.
The most expensive character.
The most expensive character ever released.
Yeah.
All right, I think that wraps it up.
Prim, it was a pleasure having you on. I'm glad we finally got to have you on here. Now, if we can only get your buddy Bear on, then
Miller time.
Oh, we need Miller time too. But Bear is he's the white whale to get on this podcast, and we definitely need Miller time.
Okay, guys.
All right, and be sure to make sure you check out that crossover episode.
Like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe.
Hit that like button.
Send us nudes.
I'll see you later.
Guys.
Hey guys, this is OgreBarberian. Thanks for listening to this episode of We RRR Legends. Be sure to tune in next episode of the Osmond broadcast coming next week.
If you like the show, consider becoming a patron and get a special show each month, our special Q&A episode. It's only $1 to have access to this. Check it out at patreon.com, We RRR Legends.
Thanks for listening. You're not going to say anything?
We are legends.